Hi folks, it's Tor here at Co-Kinetic, just talking you through a new campaign that we've just launched, which means that if you have the patient leaflet or the clinical education subscription, you have a bunch of new patient information resources. So let's go and have a quick look at those. So you will find, I think it's 6 new leaflets on these topics under the patient information resources. As per usual, you can find them all here under the media content section. If you want to brand them, this account that I'm logged into doesn't have the branding upgrade attached to it, so it's giving me the option to upgrade there. But if you do obviously have the branding upgrade, you will just click yes and it will give you the branded version of that leaflet. You can print and download and do whatever you want to do, attach it to things. You also have a share link here which you can use to share those leaflets. You literally just click that link and nothing will really happen except you'll see that tooltip pops up saying copied to clipboard, and then you can go and paste that link into the body of an email or make it an interactive link in a Word file, or you can also share it on your social networks, although as you'll probably be aware, I try and encourage you not to do that because I really want you to try and use these to put them behind an email lead collection form so that you can build your email list, and that is the point of our social media and lead generation subscription, is to help you do that, because we really need to build those email lists, guys. As COVID continues to ravage through us, we really do need to be concentrating on nurturing our email leads and building that email list so that you've got a nice warm list of people that you can get to take action when you want to try and generate some business. So you can use that share link, as I say, on your social networks if you want to, but I try and encourage you not to and put it behind an email lead collection form. So that's that little bit. Now let's go back. Another quick thing I can tell you is I have tried to rearrange your subscription area access as well here. So I've now created 4 different areas depending on which subscription you hold. So if you have the patient information resources, you can now use that link to jump straight to that content. Equally, if you have the clinical education subscription, you can use that one. Social media and lead gen, you use that one. Full site subscription, you use that one, and you will have a whole area with the content that you have accessible to you. So let's jump into the patient leaflet one for a moment. You will find all the patient leaflets under here. You will find the PowerPoint presentations that I made available for you to try and get us through COVID and give you some ways to generate revenue. You'll find those under there, and then posters and various other things under there as well. So that's just a quick link to get you under the main menu, and you've got those 4 links there. I've also kept physical therapy and massage therapy content there so that you can jump to those, and also the print journals, because you will, if you have any of those 3 subscriptions, you will have access to those print journals as well. The only one that it's not included in is that patient information resources one. So that is the first thing. Let's jump into the new campaign and have a quick look at that. So this is the done for you version of it. We've jumped into that subscription section, and you'll see that this is all reorganized a bit. Hopefully makes more sense. You can jump to all your main sections also using these links under here. Your social media and lead generation area is there, so that's where the new campaign is you'll find the new campaign. I'm just going to go to it from here because I just find that easier. So go into my account, go into campaigns, and you will see that new campaign up there. And if we just click on that, you will see that button's really annoying me. Let me just show you quickly the sign up page. I'll come back to that in a second. Let me just get that one as well. So what happens is your social media posts that are hidden under this campaign media section tab, and they're all preloaded for you. You just have to copy and paste that text into the boxes that you want them to go to, or deactivate any that you don't want to send out. And all those posts are there preloaded for you, and you run through that list. I think there's 26 social media posts in the done for you section. The full site subscription has about 50 posts, I believe, because it has all the infographics and it also has animations which aren't included in the standard social media subscription. So that's a premium element of the full site subscription. But you will find, I think it's 26 if it's the social media subscription and over 50 if you're on the full site subscription. So what happens is that social media goes out. It has a link to your unique lead collection page, which is this page. This is the lead collection page. We host that for you. It's all taken care of for you. Nothing for you to worry about. It will have your footer on the bottom of here. This isn't loaded for Kath. I haven't put a footer for her under here, so she doesn't have one under here, but that will have your footer and your branding under there. And people go and enter their details in here in order to go and download those leaflets, and when they've done that, they are redirected to this page, which is where they can download those leaflets, and when they click on any of those little plus signs, it will open the leaflet in question, and we've got a bunch of them there. So there's the Grays Management one, and again, these will all be branded if you have that branding upgrade. You won't see any of the Co-Kinetic stuff if you have the branding upgrade there. So that is what the lead collection side looks like. If you jump into, we also have the email autoresponder, which is sent out. You need to activate it, but that's sent out as soon as somebody signs up and their lead comes into here. So you can, that's pre-written for you, but you can edit this completely to suit your needs. Let me just load this. You have to click update first before you can actually preview it so that it loads the text into. That is what the email would look like. So we've set that up for you. It would merge your customer's first name into here for you, so there's nothing for you to worry about. There's a link back to that page with the leaflets on, should they wish to go there at a future date, or if they wanted to forward this to somebody, then they can do that. This would also have your branding on the bottom, if I had branding set up on this account. And so that is what the email would look like. And you can edit this completely to suit your needs. So you just type away in here, click update, re-preview it, and it will be updated. So that's quite a cool little feature. That's the email autoresponder. And there's one other thing I need to show you under the social media subscription. If this is a shortcut to the main content that goes with this campaign. So this is where you find any downloadable files. Obviously this is how you set up the campaign. As you know, you just decide how many times you want it to post. You can change it with those defaults, and then set a start date, set an end date, and that is it. That is your social media campaign sending to your social networks automatically as scheduled and collecting email leads for you. What was I going to show you? Yes, let's jump in here to the main piece of content. This is a bit less relevant for the social media guys because there's sort of not as much under here, but if you have the full site subscription, you really need to access this main piece of content because there's loads of goodies there, as I'll show you in a minute. So here's where you find your Instagram resized images. So if you want to post this content to Instagram, just download that and you've got a whole bunch of images resized. And then here you have the patient leaflets as per usual. That, I think, is all that I need to show you in that particular account. Now let me jump into someone with a full site subscription, which I think is on this tab. Okay, welcome back. We are now in my erstwhile colleague Kath's account. Let me just show you what the full site subscription has that the social media subscription doesn't have. So the first thing is, if we go back into campaigns again, you will see the full site version of your campaign sitting at the top here. So we have the social media also under here, but in this case we've got a lot more content under there. As I say, there's about 50 posts, there's a whole bunch of infographics, there are also animations in here, and my Aussie friends will be happy because I've had the animations done with an Aussie voice.
12 tips for reducing your risk of injury while you're out on your bike.
So there's a couple of those in there, and there's a few more animations still to come, sort of smaller little animations. So that is the social media section. We have another feature here, so you've got your autoresponder as per normal, and we have another feature here which is the blog post. So we host a blog post for you if you don't have the ability to host, if you don't have your own blog. So let me just show you what that looks like. And I'm just going to click, it's similar to the email. You need to preload it first. And there you have a pre-written blog post, and again everything is editable on here as well, so you can send people to this link if you want to give them access to a blog post effectively. So that is another feature of the full site subscription. What else do I need to show you? Let us jump into the main content for this campaign. So as per normal, leads get collected in there. This is a log of any social media posts that have been sent out and when they were posted. None have been posted on here, obviously, at the moment. Let's jump into the Setup tab and go and click the main link to the main piece of content. So this is where you're going to find all the juicy stuff. That will take you straight back to where we've just come from, if you want to go back there. But otherwise, you've got all the juicy stuff in media contents here. So this is your blog post and images, which we provide you with if you want to publish it on your own site or your own blog. This is a nurture email here. This is the social media images that are resized. PowerPoint presentation, downloadable PowerPoint presentation is there, and I will also show you another new feature as well on that side. And the promotional material, so that's the leaflets, the A5 leaflets. Let me show you these very briefly. Hang on a second. Let me just show you what these files look like. So this is what you would find. Let me enlarge this slightly. So we have given you various different images that you can use in your blog post. That's the text. Any red writing is my instructions to you to change something. That is a banner that you can use. Various different images. Those two are sized for Facebook. So if you want to promote your blog on Facebook, you can use those images to go with it. You've got similar thing with the email, nurture email, again, red text where you need to edit anything, and then images that you can use to go with that email. You have got the Instagram images, which are the resized ones there for Instagram. That's all of the social media that's included in the campaign. You have the PowerPoint presentation, pre-written PowerPoint presentation, which is designed as the conversion event. So you can either host that in your clinic face-to-face, or you can now host it through our site online, record yourself delivering that, and then you can either charge for people to attend it, or you can let people attend it and then offer them an upsell, some sort of package or some sort of paid conversion to get them to become a paying client. And I am just about to launch the ability for you to also run subscription, set up subscription groups on Facebook, private subscription groups, and I manage all of the subscription management for you. So you can set the payment up, you can specify how much you want to charge, how often you want to charge it, and I will take care of that for you. You just need to put content on the Facebook group, which obviously you can use some of my content to do that as well as add any of your own. So that is the subject of my webinar. If you would like more info about that, just drop me a message on this little orange dude here, and that will come through to me. Continuing on, we have the leaflet, A5 leaflet. So this is just something that you can send out to your customers if you'd like to. There's there's a print ready version so if you want to send it for professional printing, and the idea is you would put the details on the back page of this. So you would create your own A5 leaflet, write the content that you want to go on the back, send it to a printer and give them the 2 pages, and then you can post those out, you can do whatever you want with them. We've done something similar with a postcard, so you have a postcard here as well, in postcard format, A6, which is a really cheap way of just telling people what you want to tell them. Just tell them there's a blank space on the back, so you would just write what you want on here, stick address labels on or do whatever you want to do, and post those off to people. And then, as per usual, we have the posters if you want to host these outside your clinic, for example. So we've got an A4, an A3 and an A1 if you want to have those printed out to promote your campaign. So that is the extra content, that is all the extra content that comes with the full site subscription. There is more. There is also, if you go down to the bottom here, a nurture email for MailChimp. So that's a one-click email. If you click on that, I'm not going to go through this process now, and then log into MailChimp, it will import that email straight into your account and you can use it straight from there. So it will take you 5 minutes to do it, if that, and then you just choose the list you want to send it to and off you go. That's your nurture email done for the month. Various help links down here, so that goes to my blueprint. This is the help section, which is a very good place to go. Let me just take you there very quickly. It's got all the setup stuff and also kind of what you can do with all the other parts as well, and the full site subscription content in there as well. So lots of help there, probably answers most of your questions. And there's two more things that I need to show you. Let me just jump to your full site subscription area here, which is the new area that I've created for you guys. Under here you will find two new pieces of content. You've got Facebook lead generation ads, which it have been designed to specifically go with these campaigns. So I'm just finishing off the mountain bike ad, which I'm going to put in here. Let me go in here quickly just to show you what I'm talking about. So you will find in here some pieces of content for generating leads through email. So this is specifically how to run a lead generation, a native lead generation ad in Facebook. I have shown you, I've given you all the files that you need to use, or that you can use. You can obviously use more if you want to. I have recorded a video specifically on how to target each ad group. We have got, and then I've done the 3 videos showing you how to set up those ads, and I take you through it step by step. I've used the running ad as an example, but the principle is the same for all of them. This is specific to swimming, however, so that will show you how to build an audience of people who have, there's a high likelihood that they will be interested in swimming content. So that is how you build your list. The idea about this is you use these ads to build lists of people who are interested in an area that you want to, that you can then upsell them something to. So say you wanted to do a presentation on, well, let's take mountain biking for example. So the other feature, as you know, in the full site subscription is that you get a pre-written PowerPoint presentation. You now have the ability to deliver that through my site, so record yourself presenting it, and then add it and deliver it, take sign-ups to it on my site. It's all set up for you, it's all done, it's really simple to do. The most complicated thing is recording yourself doing the presentation, frankly. Once you've got that presentation, you're all done and dusted, and then you just fill out some fields on my site. I will show you this in a minute. And you can run that presentation and offer them some kind of upsell to, so it could be a package of services, or it could be another piece of information, it could be a more detailed webinar, or it could be some kind of membership subscription group. And I have built the ability for you to take those payments within my system, so you don't need to do anything. It's super, super cool. So the idea is you build your email list using Facebook to target those people, and then you take them through a funnel where you give them a little bit more information and you build trust, and you give them a webinar, for example, give them a chance to get to know you a bit better, and then you give them some sort of paid upsell offer. So that is the principle. It's essentially, in a nutshell, I seem to have lost my funnel image. I had a funnel image floating around here, but I won't bother you with that now. But that is the idea, is it takes you through that process. Here we are, it's just here, let me just give you that. So you use social media to build up your email list and acquire leads, and at this point they're quite cold, and then once they become an email customer or somebody on your email list, your goal is to then develop relationships with them and build trust and send them helpful information, and this whole process is taking them from sort of cold to warmer to hot, which is where you want someone to be in order to convert to a paying customer. And then this bottom layer is to give them some sort of call to action. Now I had this originally as a face-to-face thing, but there's no reason why it can't be online. And that's the beauty, while we're struggling with COVID, is to make this an online delivery. And that's where you get your call to action, and you give them some sort of offer which is going to be very targeted, because you know that they're interested in whatever it is that you've been taking them through that funnel for, and you give them something that they're very likely to convert to. So that is why I have added that feature for you to build your email lists. I've got about 6 campaigns up here, I think, at the moment. There's also an introduction to running lead gen ads on Facebook and a startup guide here as well. But that is a bolt-on subscription for everybody except full sighters. This is included in the full site subscription. Other subscribers can buy it as a bolt-on subscription. So, and you can find that under the main menu and subscription bolt-ons here. So if you click on that, that's where that will take you. Now the other thing that is included in your subscription as a full site subscriber, there's 2 very nice features. Sorry about the dog in the background. One is that I am now giving you these conversion events. So you will probably remember that during COVID, at the beginning of COVID, I gave you 4 of these presentations that are normally only included in the full site subscription. I gave everybody 4 of them and the ability to deliver presentations online. We won't cover the blank templates now, but you will see the mountain bike injuries presentation is up here. You will find the download for the PowerPoint presentation there, which is the same download as you would have had on the main piece of content, so don't be confused, I've just put it there for convenience. And it explains what it's made up of. So it basically is an off-the-shelf PowerPoint presentation and an easy-to-use editable web page. Now, this is the web page here. I will put a button in for this because this is not completely obvious. I'll put a button to make it a bit more obvious. So that is basically what it is. So you would come into this piece of content, you would download the presentation, you would change whatever you want in the presentation, it's fully editable, and then you record yourself presenting it. And once you're there, you would then come, you've got a help post there, that's the button I'm going to set up with. But if you want to learn how to do this, go to this help area. But let me show you the page effectively. So this is where you would take sign-ups to your webinar, and you have a landing page here, and it has a whole bunch of different fields that you can insert your name, your speaker description, your title, your picture of you, and then I've pre-filled out all of these fields. So let me show you what this looks like. So if we go back, it's a similar format to obviously the social media campaigns. There is no campaign media for these though, because I may put a little bit under there. But at the moment, I would just advise you to use the social media campaign to satisfy the social media. So let me just open a couple more tabs and show you what the sign up page looks like. So I've built this sign up page for you, but you can change all of this stuff. You can edit the title, you can edit all this text. I have written it based on the presentation that I have given you. So obviously if you edit that presentation and change it, you'll just need to update this page accordingly. So you take their details, you have options to ask them to pay to attend this webinar if you would like to, or they can register free, and this is all on the setup page. Let me just go there. So, sorry, I'm in the wrong place, let me not confuse you, here we go. So this is all set upable on here. So this is the sign up page that we've just been looking at. And you would just edit any text in there if you wanted to. And then you have various different options down here. You can even change the banner on that page if you want to, so that if you're not happy with my trees, you can change the banner on there. And then you've got various fields in here, and there's another video showing you how to do all of this. And then there's the webinar delivery page, which is the page that they would go to once they've signed up. And you can do various things like give them bonus downloads and all sorts of cool stuff, and then you can add upsells and you can do all sorts of different things here as well. So there's separate videos showing you how to do all of that, and I think that is basically what you will find at that button. That is the help area, but this functionality is now all here for you as a full site subscriber. If you have any other subscriptions, then you have 4 of those campaigns. Let me go into the My Account area and show you where to find these again. So you can either go through the route that I went through to jump straight there, or you can go to the online presentations area, and this is where you see the mountain bike injuries one, plus the 4 that everybody has access to. Anyone who with a subscription has access to those. And I will be loading all of the other presentations that we've got with all that go with all the other campaigns into the same thing over the next few weeks. And you've got a test page down here just in case you want to fiddle around and just try tests. You have some blank templates down here, so if you are on any of our other subscriptions, so not the full site subscription, you will have 2 of these blank templates, and that gives you the opportunity to deliver any kind of presentation that you want of your own kind, and you've got completely blank page, and you can just literally fill out all of this yourself on whatever topic it is that you want to do. So that's there. You've got 2 of those if you're any other type of subscriber and my full site subscribers, you've got 5 templates here, but if you need more, then you have an unlimited supply. So if you need more blank templates, just get on this chat tool and ask me to develop them for you, and I will set some up there for you. I think that's a good overview, and there's a lot of functionality there, a lot of content there. Just remember that you can access your relevant subscription now using these shortcuts up here, and if you want to jump to the print journals specifically, you can use that shortcut there. But otherwise, all help and FAQs can be found under here, and I hope you enjoy it, guys.